starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Online learning's rapid rise to $238.4 billion by 2027, from $166.6 billion in 2023. Note: you can join this amazing company that believes in quality education for all, and wants to uplift humanity around the world. Free at www.coolzone.ai. National Day of Women and Girls in Science. Help us get the next generation of scientists excited about science. Let's get young people to dream big. Note: if AI and high-tech fascinate you, join this worldwide IT behemoth that helps people reach their potential for free at www.coolzone.ai. Tune into your preferred podcast to immerse yourself in compelling conversations, gripping narratives, the most recent developments, and much more.
Magic Unicorn of Onpassive. It's the 11th of February. Yes, it is. And today, Chris can't make it because he's going to church. Good for him. But Robin, the voice noble, is here. Yes, she is. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and give Robin a thumbs up. Come on. Not sure what he was going to say after that. Kind of muffled in the beginning. Anyway, hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. As you can see, I got Robin Noble, my friend here, my dear friend. Chris is going to church, so I'm sure there's lightning going off somewhere in Florida. Anyway, good for him. And then I think he's going to spend time with his family down there. Today's Super Bowl Sunday. And then once again, I want to welcome everybody. It's about 300 people here, which is pretty cool. I was chatting with Robin, and it being the end of the week and it being Sunday, was thinking, where do we go today? And usually I go for my internal feelings of what to talk about. And today we were talking about abundance of Onpassive and unlimited blessings that we get all the time. I want to give people an example. Oh, let me do a little housekeeping first, please. I want everybody, whatever YouTube channel you are on, if there's any trolls, which I mean negative people asking negative things or just trying to save the world, but we really know they're just shadow lurkers, get their name, write down their name, report it to the person that runs that YouTube channel, report them. You can put something next to them and report them. And then we're going to start taking care of these people once and for all. I do it on my channel every day, but everybody needs to do it. So if you do see a nasty, low-life person that hides behind, I want to save everybody, but in reality, they're just nasty people. We want to get their names and give it to the person that runs that YouTube channel, please. Anyway, so let's talk about the abundance of Onpassive. Going back, when I first came in fact, me and Robin joined within like a month of each other in 2019. She actually has a little seniority on me. But anyway, I remember when I came in, there was key things that I thought, oh, I got to check this out. One was supposedly I thought, I didn't know. Remember, I'm just getting in, and I've been burned so much, I didn't know who to trust, who not to trust. I trust me. I trust my instincts. I've been in companies that start backing out before they actually fail because you start, you start learning. Anyway, I looked at it and I said, okay, everybody has the same place, is on the same playing field. Nobody's above, nobody's next to, everybody's even. Everyone can win. I love that. It's unheard of. The statistics online, the statistics offline are horrendous. In online business, I believe it's somewhere like 2%. I think it's more like 1.5%, 1% that are successful. And that's just a weird for something that's run 20, 30, 40 years that's maintained and everybody knowing it. We all know, most of us know that when we get into a shiny object, that our chance of winning is 1.5%. I mean, would you do anything normally at 1.5%? No, you wouldn't. But we're gleaming for that one hope because all of us want better for our families. All of us want better for ourselves. If you can eliminate one thing in your life, one stress called money, that eliminates a lot of stuff. And it also gives you choices to do things you want to do that you probably would have never been able to do. So that was one reason I got in. I said, okay, everybody can win. And then I thought, okay, now what? I thought I wanted to know what is the max? What's the limitations? Let's say, okay, they're willing that everybody can win. What's the limitations on what the winning number is? And it's unlimited. There's an unlimited amount of wealth that you can build in Onpassive. Now, look, I don't want to mislead anybody watching this. This isn't get rich quick. Products are sold, you make a commission. I want to emphasize that. Beautiful, because that's the way it should be. You're going to find if you come in, you'll see the difference between people that say that and people that live different, like in Onpassive. And I'm going to break that down. Now, what happened in this last 5 years for me? The company said you're gonna pay one time, two times. One time to be a founder, which was 97 whopping dollars, and then you're gonna make one payment for whatever product comes out first, whatever one you decide to buy first. Let me rephrase. And he felt, and this is a big, pretty hard thing to do way back then because how do you know what it's going to cost? But he said somewhere between $200 and $300 one time. I'm thinking, how can you pay one time and make money? Because the outcome was you're going to pay once because it's a winning system that paying that one time, you should start to bring in enough income that through your profits, you can pay again and again and again. One time out of pocket, not one time pay, one time out of pocket. And I thought, whoa, that's awesome. And then I thought, even that's going to be hard. So on top of that, here's what the company did that we found out as time went on. It wasn't $200. It wasn't. We didn't get the truth. It was 143. It was less. Okay, remember, it was less. Okay, and the 97 that we paid to be early bird people, we used to have a name founders. I don't like using that, but early bird people, early bird affiliates. So we get in, and what did he do? He said, you know what? I want to help you out. Like we need help. We're already in a company that we know there's a high probability we're gonna win. I believe everybody will win the way it's set up. But let's just say high probability. Let's say in the high 90s. Okay, there's one. He says, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you back the 97 in your wallet, and you can use that as part of your payment. I thought that was insane. And I'm thinking of all the countries that are in here. And remember, he also wanted to build, he wanted to have an army of Mother Teresa's that have the heart to go out and lift mankind. How do you do that? Well, you can't be worried about your bills and expect to go out and help people, because a lot of it has to do with you have to have money. Like it or don't like it, it's just the way the world goes around. So now I'm thinking, okay, so he wants 1 million Mother Teresa's or whatever it is, but obviously they got to make money. So I'm thinking, well, this is unbelievable. I was already overwhelmed with this whole concept. The next step he does is while they're setting up this pay structure, which we don't know all the little details, but listen to me. I'm going to give you my experience. Knowing what I know now after 5 years, I don't need every little detail. Do you know why? I trust everything they do. Do you know why? Because they've said everything they promised and some. Not once did they back off on anything they said. If anything, they gave more than they said. And I'm going to give you an example. The first payment is going to be between $200 and $300. It wasn't. It wound up being 143. Here's the kicker. The first sale you make, you get 100% commission. That is unheard of. So you didn't pay as much, and the first person, I don't care where they came from, effort of the company, you shared it, whatever happened, that first payment, you get 100% of the commission. So you're already rocking and rolling. Okay. The next one, you get 25% of whatever that total is of that package. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. There's other bonuses, there's other things that are triggered. Forget all that. That's just gravy. You got the mashed potatoes, you got the turkey, you got all the dressing, all the stuff. Now we're going to start putting cherries on top of the pie, okay, on top of the cream. So there's that. Then we think, what can I really do? Yeah, I know how to market, but how big can I do? How many people can I help with me? I can't. I tried. It's impossible. But this company was built where they have been marketing and branding Onpassive. And you think to yourself, oh, what good is that for me? I'm just an affiliate. And Onpassive, you're not just anything. And Onpassive, you are blessed. And I'm going to go again. Why? They decided to go to Dubai, which I thought if we could get in Dubai in 5 years, 10 years, everybody wants to go there, especially IT or AI, anything high tech. This is where you want to be. We go there before we ever sold a product. Then what happens? We wind up advertising and marketing on the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. People go there from around the world to see this building, and they go there for the light show. What happens if the light show is Onpassive, which it is? How many people see it? How many people? And people go, well, that's great for the company. I'm going to say this one more time, and I'm going to watch how I say this because it was recommended by Babyface Grandma of saying this a little different. Anyone that comes into Onpassive, now listen, I'm talking to everybody watching this for the first time, and you're thinking about, maybe I'll go check this out. You can sign up for free, by the way, and you get 3 pro. So forget, you just come in. You're crazy not to. You don't like it, leave. So anyway, you get in, they're doing this marketing, spending millions. Everyone that comes in through .com, the corporate website, which they're spending millions of branding and advertising, everyone that comes into that are placed with a founder. Babyface, I hope I did that good. was thinking about what he said. And she's right. I'll tell you later, Robin. She told me. But anyway, placed with the founder. That is mind blowing. And this has been going on for over a year and a half. Oh, no, even more than that. Okay, then they said, what do we do? They have in Dubai. Dubai is a marvel. It's an absolute marvel it's one of the biggest marvels in the world. Why? They have a skating rink. They're in the middle of the freaking desert. They have a skating rink indoor. And in that indoor skating, look, don't take my word for it, go there. Get a video, go outside and go look at it. Ask some. The advertisement in the center of this ring is one of the biggest screens I've ever seen, like Dallas Cowboy size, okay? You know what I mean? And what's on that advertisement? Onpassive. Now, I don't know about you. If I really knocked open a piggy bank and got all my nickels together, I couldn't buy a pixel on there. That is another blessing and another abundance and blessing that Onpassive is offering. How many thousands of people go there? Remember, it is the vacation spot for movers and shakers, for CEOs of all kinds of companies, mainly or a lot of AI IT. Fact. This is fact. This is where you go when you're in the know. Okay, so we got that going on. Now, they have malls all over Dubai and the AUE. Why? They're in a desert. That's where people go. It's air conditioned, it's cool. And everywhere you go, videos playing about Onpassive. Some of them are AI. Now you say, what does that mean? I'm adding all this up to tell you what we're part of that I personally haven't paid a dime for. I couldn't afford it, and I know most of you probably couldn't either. So you walk up to one of the screens that they have that I know of, they might have many now, who knows? It's AI. You know what that is? It sees you walking up, and let's say you're walking up with a couple little kids. Bing, 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 bing. This is a grandfather. This is the ad that would work for him. What the freak did I just say? Or a guy walks up. He's got a suit on and he's carrying a briefcase. There's an ad dedicated to that type of person. Now, I don't know what that cost. I didn't pay a dime for that. Now, the people that walk up and see it and are seeing this designed audio video designed for him. Hold on one second. Dawn? The dog's going after the cat. Designed for him because of who he is. He says, you know what? I'm going to look into this. And he does the registration for free. It's 3 products automatically free for life. Doesn't have to buy anything. You can sign up. You don't even have to show a credit card. That's how confident the company is that all the stuff they make, you're going to want and you're going to need. It's out there now. They're just better than everybody else. I sound biased. Prove me wrong. Go look for yourself. Okay, there's that. That wasn't enough. Now, they want the Onpassive name on a landmark. What the frick does that mean? Well, we now have on a train station in Dubai, on the busiest highway, I believe, in Dubai, in a train station that brings in, I believe, over 1 million passengers a day. And the station is called Onpassive Train Station. And when they get in, they see Onpassive. When they're driving down, they look to the right, there's poles. You know those big pillars? Onpassive branding and advertising. That's not enough. When you pull into the station of Onpassive, you go up the escalator. You know how they move? You just hold on. Every step that appears underneath is about Onpassive. All the wrapping up and down the side is about Onpassive. And like I said, 1 million people more plus traveling. Now people say, well, what's the big deal? They're targeted traffic. Everybody asks, when are we going to get targeted? You're getting targeted traffic now. I think it's going to explode even bigger. That's targeted traffic. These people are going to or coming from something to do with, in most cases, not everybody, are going or coming from something to do with AI or IT, and definitely digital. Okay? Now, wrap your head around that. Now, that wasn't enough. The company looked and said, now, this company Onpassive has not, up to this point, sold one product from the OES, the Onpassive ecosystem. Not one up to this point. Then what did they do? We need to have an office that shows the power of Onpassive. They buy a floor or 2 floors in the Burj Khalifa. Now, my mortgage is about $1,500 a month. What do you think it costs to buy a floor in the Burj Khalifa? Bring tears to your eyes, okay? And why is this? That's representing you if you're in, and you if you're getting in. Flat out. And you know what? I'm not even going to cover everything because I can't possibly think of everything at one time. And then on top of all that, we're expanded into Egypt, Africa. And I want you to go do yourself a favor. How do I know I did this? Research AI, research what's going on. This year will be known as the year of AI. End of last year and this year, definitely. Now, AI has been around for years and years and years. And I'm not talking about AI that's going to come destroy your house and iRobot's going to come and take your mind and all. No. This is enhancing mankind. This is AI at the point of doing things for us, not to us, enhancing our lives. This is mind blowing. And people say to me, now listen, I look up stuff neutral. I don't go to Google and think that it's just a search engine. It's not a truth engine. It's a search engine. Sometimes you get stuff that's biased because whoever's got the most money gets the top of the ranking. So you have to do a little due diligence and sift through it and find out where the real truth is. It's just the way the system's set up. What I like about Onpassive, they don't play that game. We got to know net now that would be a social media compared to, let's say, Facebook. And you won't have these shenanigans because it's built out of it. You have to worry about your kids getting propositioned by some kind of vulture or low life slug because everybody's going to be verified. And by the way, when you're verified, it's free. Not going to charge you $8 to $10 a month for the rest of your life. Anyway, I know I'm veering off, but everything I think of reminds me of something else. But the point is, everything about everything to do with Onpassive, all of it was done with people, with the people in mind. A company built with heart that wants to uplift humanity. It's no joke. A lot of people have lip service. Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. In reality, they don't. I'm going to add something else, and I missed a lot. I got a 60, how old am I? 64-year-old brain. Don't quite work like it should. But here's something I want to tell you. Because this is fertile ground and because it was built and it's the answer to corruption, you don't have the fine print. Hey, come in and get this and this and this. And once you get in, they try to upsell you on something else. We got them, got the hook in. Let's pull that bass into the boat. And then they upsell you to something else to make you look like, oh, you're good, but you could be even better if you bought this. Those shenanigans aren't here. You buy what you want. If you don't want it, don't buy it. But if you're using it somewhere else or something like it, I want you to compare. If you're using a video digital platform right now, I want you to compare to O-Connect. I want you to. I'm not going to try to talk you in this is better. Look at it for yourself. You tell me. And then look at the price. You think you robbed the bank. Anyway, on top of all that, now what happens? Because it's fertile ground for people Listen, there's a lot of ideas, and all of you know this, anybody watching this, there's a lot of big ideas that come from big thinkers and visionaries and whatever, and their ideas can change massive things in the world for the good. But when corporate gets a hold of it, corporate America, what is the first thing they do? If that's not going to make money for us, we're not doing it. And a lot of these people that are visionaries and the brains of the world and inventors and all that, remember their idea of success has nothing to do with money. A lot of people said success is if you have a lot of money in the bank. That's not success. Success is you die with a smile on your face because you did good, my opinion. And you're going to be remembered by what you did, not how big your bank is. No doubt about it. And trust me, when we're on our dying bed, we're not going to be going, "Oh, I got $2 billion. Who the freak cares?" So, what did they do? So here's what's happening the last 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, maybe even before that. These people that had all these inventions that people pushed them aside because you're not going to make us any money, they're coming into Onpassive by the droves. The thinkers, the Einsteins, the people that had all these ideas. Why? Mr. Mufareh, the CEO of this company, you could go Google it and you're going to hear really bad things and you're going to hear some really good things and you're going to hear that's Google. If you want to go by the bad, go ahead. Don't come in. I'm evil too, by the way, supposedly. Anyway, so what it's doing, it's drawing these people. Why? Because it's fertile ground, and they feel safe. They will come in with their success, which is an idea or something they would love to put out there because they believe it will enhance mankind. No joke. The CEO told all of us, there's a lot of things on the shelf that have been shelved for years that nobody wants to touch because the first thing in corporate America is how much can we make from it? And I says, this is what our CEO said, no joke. And he didn't just say it in front of me, he said it in front of everyone. Hey, we don't have to make a profit on everything. Now, you tell me what corporate meeting he could walk into and make that statement as a CEO. They'd haul him out in a straitjacket, no doubt about it. But here's the thing, because he reverse engineered everything, if you give people what they want and you treat them honestly, you give them above market value and you don't play games with them, hold on a minute, they'll come back. They'll come back. Anyway, these PhDs, these thinkers, these visionaries are coming in by the hordes. The other night, I was chatting, real quick chat with the CEO, and you know what he said? Talked to 7 PhDs today, and they're onboarding them now. Why would they come? Why would they come with a company that is just selling one product so far? Think about that for a minute. Everybody needs to think of that. People that are in, while you're micro worried about something that doesn't matter, it's out of our hands, and you know it's in good hands. By the way, if you don't know it's in good hands, you're not tied in. You're not plugged in. You've got to get plugged in. The people that are watching for the first time, go look at exactly what I said. Don't go by what every word or some idiot says online. Go find out. I could be an idiot to you. That's okay. Get in for free and you look for yourself. If I'm wrong, leave. I want people because I know it's good for them. I really do. I did not mean to take 30 minutes. In fact, I was struggling to figure out what I was going to talk about. But Robin, I'm sorry, but it's all yours right now, and I'm here to listen to you. Thanks, everybody.
Marty, you are absolutely amazing. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the world. And again, I am very fortunate to be sitting here talking with my friend and listening to somebody who knows Onpassive so well inside and out. Really, really a wonderful day. Blessings and counting what we have. Let's start with the joy of having our Chris Johnson back home in his RV and out of hospital. He just wanted to give all of us a shock and experience what the medical system was like. And I think he's really happy to be back where he is. I know Bella is, and I know his family is. So, thank you everybody for the prayers that have gone out to him and to help him and everybody else around the world. The power of prayers, so important and magnificent in what they're able to do and how they help people. Counting our blessings in Onpassive. First and foremost, we have a CEO who has the biggest heart and who's created a huge business and company, global, with integrity, with some of the most amazing other OOs and initials after their names in this business of marketing, of financial, of all kinds of areas that we have yet to know about. And we are so fortunate to be part of this. The extensions, Marty has talked on so many things. I've made a couple of one-word notes for myself. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to all of them, because otherwise we'll have you on here for hours and hours, everybody. But Marty and I do this, and we do this with other people as well when we have these conversations and we bounce off these ideas and these ways. And yeah, they're not usually a 10-minute conversation. The extension for another 10 days that we've just received, in my opinion, is a blessing. In my opinion, it is full of gratitude that we're given notice that this is what's happening. We know that the company is working on our behalf, and it is not costing us a penny to have these extensions. We can still use the product, and if we find that the product has got a few glitches or a few hiccups in it, please realize that they're working on it. That's why the extension is happening. So there is no reason to get panicking. There's no reason to send out threatening messages to any of us saying, well, tell them this, or I'm leaving, or tell them this, or no good. Please, just for the minimum amount of people being in Onpassive right now at over a year and a half to 5.5 years, we should know and understand that if something isn't absolutely above standard and above the way Ash wants to see something and wants it to function properly for the world, he's going to fix it. He's going to make sure that it works. So please, let's put the fear aside. Let's put the worries aside and know this is coming. And it's not coming now years down the road. It's coming now very, very soon. Onpassive has been built in a manner that many of us have never seen businesses evolve before. And that's either because we've not been involved with a business that's been built from the ground up, whether it's our own or whether it's been another company and business format. It is something that is taking the business world by storm, but it's also shaking them up, because this type of corporate heart has only been seen to this degree by Onpassive. Yes, there are many companies out there who have got some wonderful humanitarian branches, have got some wonderful donation components to what they do, but not to this degree. Without earning anything from us, there was a huge humanitarian effort when there was the earthquake last year. Onpassive rose to that immediately. The value of the products, we see them step by step. And please understand, the company is being grown in a specific way, a very, very detailed, step-by-step, incredible way. No company, and Onpassive is proving this by showing us the step-by-step process, but no company has been able to open its doors with everything that it wants in place. And Onpassive has done marketing because of who it is, first and foremost, but also because part of what we were told when we joined Onpassive is that Onpassive would have a marketing component that would help founders and would help the affiliate founders and would help customers and would bring them all in. So the fact that onpassive.com has been splashed all over Dubai is ingenious. Many of you know my background in tourism, and so let me just give you a number. Over 17 million tourists visited Dubai in 2023. Now, again, strategically, the marketing displays of Onpassive are in major tourist highlight destination areas. So these are international visitors visiting Dubai, in addition to seeing everything that the city has to offer, are seeing these billboards, these metro stops, are seeing these advertising campaigns on these huge screens talking about Onpassive. What type of marketing and advertising could we ever afford? As Marty said, and I thought that was brilliant, with all the pennies that we could gather and everything that we could put together, we could not afford a pixel of what was happening on those major screens. We have to be grateful in what the company is doing for us. The company talks about traffic. Well, you don't suddenly snap your fingers and have proper traffic, dedicated traffic for businesses appear. You go through processes. You've got to wash the links. You've got to wash the people that come in. You want to make sure that they are, in fact, clean, real links. We know companies out there that have sold packages of leads and promises that we will be able to get customers out of these packages, and we don't get anything, and we've paid lots of money for them. So let's give Onpassive the trust, first and foremost. At this point, we should be trusting Onpassive. We should be trusting Ash. Because everything that he has said, if there has been a glitch or a hiccup to the time frame that he has originally wanted to do, or the pressure that we as founder affiliates have put on ourselves and on the company, Ash has come back with something even better. So please understand that you really are in the best business in the world. And the rest of the world is learning about us. The rest of the world is getting excited on one hand and feeling very challenged on the other. But the excitement is building that people want to join us. Remember the term that Ash used to say, we will be the hunted. Many people did not understand what that truly meant. And honestly, I don't know that I understood fully what was being said at that point in time. But it is actually that people are looking for what Onpassive has. People are looking for the products. They're looking for the value. They're looking for the humanitarian components and aspects that are going to be possible through Onpassive. We're also adding a research and development. Look at this, the people with ideas, the people who can expand goodness and incredible advancements in the world are joining Onpassive with their ideas, with their abilities to make these things happen in real life. Why? Because there's money, unconditional amount of money, that is going to be there to be able to support a valued and integrity and proper product and humanitarian development. So please, let's believe the process. Let's trust in what is happening with Onpassive. If you still don't understand what it's all about, you need to know that everything has been step by step, diligently executed and put forward so that it will be a success, so that it will have stability and longevity. And it's not a get quick rich. It's not a quick business that's going to disappear in the next couple of weeks or months. This is a company that's here for the long haul. This is a company that's going to be looking after our children, our grandchildren, and their grandchildren. So realize that what you have done in joining this company, you have put an incredible value to the legacy of your own families, in addition to your communities, in addition to yourself, by being part of this. Dubai has been voted as best global destination for 2024. That means that the international tourism and tourist who comes through Dubai, again, are going to be seeing the marketing and advertising of Onpassive, in Dubai. This is one city, one country, one area of the world. And Onpassive is doing this very, very well. But as we've also noticed, and as we've also seen video clips and messages that have come out, we are also expanded into Egypt with offices there for what they can do. We also still have our wonderful office in Hyderabad and all the work that those teams are doing. We are continuing to expand in countries known and unknown at this point in time. But please know that things are happening, because we could not be getting the attention in the global media, in artificial intelligence, at these conventions, at T-Hub, if this was not real. There is no way that somebody could have this amount of drawing power for companies at such high levels, wanting to have discussions and wanting to be part of what Onpassive is doing. So once again, I come back to the blessings of Onpassive and blessings of, we're here on this webinar and this live together. Most of us did not know each other before Onpassive. Isn't that another wonderful blessing? Isn't that another wonderful opportunity of friends around the world? When we start our traveling, when we do more extensive traveling, when we get more involved and are able to get out there, our health is improved, money's no longer an issue. We want to be part of the different humanitarian efforts going around that makes our hearts sing. Onpassive isn't going to be part of everything that we want to do in terms of having a great big humanitarian file on everything, a dossier on every aspect of what we privately want to do. But the doors and the gates fly open so that we can do what we want to do in our backyards, in our neighborhoods, in our communities, in our countries. And for some, it even means taking it back to our homelands. It means taking it to other countries where we know and appreciate the fact that they need help and we want to help them. So everybody in Onpassive does have a portion of their heart that is open to helping other people. And that's a big part of why we're all here as well. That's also a blessing, that Onpassive is opening our hearts to being able to do more. The prayers have been going out for those who've been sick, who've got medical conditions, and to be looked after medically and properly in countries is expensive. Even countries where you've got a healthcare system or where you've got the ability to be looked after without actual cost, the level of that medical service immediately goes up if you've got money that you can either add to the treatments you're having through a medical front and or through an alternative or a complementary system of support that is there. Again, putting numbers into the equation, after the accident, it cost me nearly $10,000 a month of non-medical costs to have the wellness support that I had in treatments, in nutritional supplements. And they came to the house because I could not go to them. So, we realize that we do live in an amazing world, but there's so many things that can also be added to our wonderful world. And each one of us is able to do something when we are well, when we're mobile, when we're financially stable, when we've got everything and money is no longer the main object of what we're looking at in order to do something. So many exciting times ahead of us if we want to be part of it. And if we don't, you know what? That's all right too. But remember that each one of our positions is a storefront. And this analogy was given a long, long time ago. So it's not the first time that most people will hear this. But a store has to be stocked. The shelves need to be stocked with product. And that's the stage that we are at right now. So as these products are added into our Onpassive marketplace, into the storefront of Onpassive for each one of us, so our own stretch, our own financial situation will start to change. It cannot happen overnight. There are steps that need to be put in place first, and that's where we're at right now. So please continue to hold the company, our CEO, our COO, and all the other C and initials and everybody else of the executive teams, the team managements, the team leads in the company, as well as now our new very highly qualified people that have joined us in the research and development departments and stages that are going to be bringing forward even more incredible products that we don't even know about at this point in time. Please keep them all in prayers. Please keep them all surrounded by love. Love is very, very, very powerful, and it will protect people, and it will not threaten people. Please do this and continue to send prayers and love out to every single member of our Onpassive family so that people can relax into the knowing and the knowledge that Onpassive is real, even if they don't see it tangible from their perspective at this point in time. It is there. The other thing is, with these 10 days and the extension of this, which again I will say to me is amazingly wonderful, because I know in my heart, I know from the past and seen what has been done during quiet times, the amount of work that we're going to be told about or see very, very shortly. Let's try and stay off the system and not worry so much for a couple of days if you don't need to go in there. If you created a withdrawal, remember, check your emails, both your OMail and your alternate emails, and then activate your next step with a withdrawal after doing the financial platforms KYC, so that continues to flow as well. But for those who did not put in a withdrawal request, that's all right. But there's no need maybe to go into the account quite as frequently over the next couple of days. This is my thought, just to take some of the volume off the system so that those who are doing really, really intricate, detailed work in connecting the different platforms right now can do it quickly and smoothly. Because remember, Onpassive never sleeps. They don't shut it down. We've never had a message saying we're closing down for days and days for maintenance. We've had a couple back a while ago just to give us a heads up. But when people see that the system is slowing, or they can't log in, or they can't immediately click into their product, they start panicking. Please, let's take the panic out of the situation now. There is no need to panic. We all know that this is going to be rectified, it's going to be fixed, and we are going to receive. So Marty, thank you so much for having me here with you. I think everybody doing this and joining us on a Sunday morning, fabulous. We thank you so much. And I'll send it back to you, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Fantastic. Wow, we that felt good, so it must be okay. That felt good. So yeah, everybody, I do want to pass along something. Today at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. No. Eastern Standard Time, because Robin's flipping out right now. We have Heroes webinar where it's a Q&A. That's where you can go to get your answers. Take the time. They've taken their time to give the answers. You should go there to ask them. I wish somebody here would put the link in the window if you can before we shut down. I want you to put it in the chat. Everybody needs to go there if they have a question. You have the OTech pros. You have many people answering questions, so it's a really good place to go. I recommend going there because they try always to tell the truth. And if they don't know, they'll tell you we don't know yet. But keep in mind, like Robin said, whatever we don't know, it's good news. Okay. Even if we don't know, it always turns out to be good news. Anyway, love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Robin, thank you for coming on with me. I love it when you're on. Um, by the way, if everybody gets a chance to see, when you see Chris again, ask him about the weather because yesterday he did make a statement to me that, what's the weather down there? And he goes, um, it's cloudy, sunny, or sunny, cloudy. Sunny, cloudy. What does that mean? Oh, shut up, he said. Anyway, that's Chris. He might have hit his head harder than we think he did. Anyway, he's doing good. He's out of the hospital. Guarantees he's annoying somebody, which I know that's a good sign. It's not me right now, but no, he's a good guy, and I'm so glad he found out about hospitals. Really, so there's always a hidden message for everybody, no matter what happens. Anyway, thank you all. God bless everybody, and I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you in Heroes. I think Robin might go too. We'll see. And then definitely tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bye, everybody. Keep your
Bye,
eyes open in the
everyone.
back office. Keep your eyes open. Keep your emails open. There could be updates at any time, okay? Yeah. Say goodbye, Robin.
Goodbye, Robert. Bye,
Say,
everybody.
say
Thanks,
goodbye,
Marty.
Marty. Bye, Marty.
Bye,
Bye.
Marty.